The school board and the local teachers union are continuing negotiations on several key issues, including pay increases, planning time, and a union proposed one-time retirement incentive. Ryan, do you know if the two sides are making any progress at this point?
Well, I actually sat through one of the negotiation sessions last month, and the entire session was almost entirely devoted to when they should turn on and off the camera. They're doing now public negotiations. And I think that the teachers union and the school board certainly have this rocky relationship, is what it seems. I'm no fan of the teachers union currently, and as we saw yesterday in Washington County, 3 of their union picks were crushed in this election. 3 out of the 4, and it was sort of a disaster. Are they making progress in this? Incrementally, maybe, but I still think that what you're seeing in front of the camera is nothing but a big production. The school board, you have 4 members of the Washington County School Board now that are really trying to make progress. Then you have the other 3 that are currently in the back pocket of the union and whispering, okay, say this, say that. That's my impression. Now I can't say definitively that that's what's happening, but it certainly seems like it from a public perception point. Making progress, little by little. I talked to some of the school board members, and I have hope.
So it sounds like really there are 3 things at issue here.
Yeah.
The first thing that's at issue is the planning time that's allotted to the teachers.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming they want more.
Well, they need more.
So, and it sounds like there is progress made on that front. The second issue is this whole issue of pay increases.
Yeah.
And apparently whatever the board proposed, and I want to say it was in the millions of dollars, but it was, I don't remember the percentage, $1.14 million for additional compensation. The union was saying, well, that's about half of a step, and we wanted a whole step. So, I mean, obviously money is the big thing here.
Yeah.
So it sounded like that was a big issue as well. The one perplexes me, though, is this whole issue around this one-time retirement incentive that the union says is going to save the school board all of this money. And I don't know how that works.
I don't either.
I don't think the school board knows how that works.
I think they're investigating. They're still looking into it. But, as regarding the pay increase, I mean, every year, it's the union's job to say we want to increase, right, in teacher pay. And they go and they hassle it out and figure out what they can afford and what's in the budget. And then there's the same discussion every year around budget season where, you have certain members of the school board that say, well, we need to allocate, the 15% discretionary funds that we have left to increasing teacher pay, and then there's this constant battle back and forth. But what really interests me this year is, big picture, is that they're doing this in public. That's interesting.
That's good, though, in my opinion.
I think so. I think it is good because I don't necessarily believe that it should be behind closed doors when negotiating. What do you think, Carl?
I agree, and negotiations are exactly what their unions are there to do.
Yeah.
They should be there to prompt issues like pay, whether you agree with them or not. They should be there to get the ball rolling on determining what that is.
But didn't the board handle this in kind of a clever way? They went to the county commissioners and asked for an additional $5 million or whatever it was, and then the county commissioners said, no, you can't have it. And then the board said, gave them license to go back to the teachers and say, well, we asked,
You go to the county commission asking for money, it's a pretty good bet they're going to say no.
And then put it over on the county commissioners as opposed to putting it on the school board.
Why do you think the county always says no?
I don't know.
You think that, if they said yes, would they have to raise taxes? I mean, they're required by the state to provide what it's called maintenance of effort every year.
Right, they are.
But the county, I think it's it's a completely conservative county, and we have all 5 Republican county commissioners who are, fiscal conservatives. But the board has to ask the county to fund at the local level. And what I think people understand is they get upset with the board because they can't fund. Well, they're receiving their money, from the county. They have to go, and the county
do.
has to approve it. So,
It's interesting to me, if you look at the pay scales for a teacher with 10 years' experience ranges from around $53,500 if they have a bachelor's degree. And I don't even know, can you teach with a bachelor's degree? I thought you had to have a master's
well, I think you.
to continue or to get tenure. I don't know, maybe, I don't know the answer to that.
Okay.
Regardless, to $78,831 for a doctorate, okay? Think about spending the time to get a doctoral degree and making $78,000 a year. That seems low to me.
You'll find a lot of professors teaching universities are making that or less.
Oh,
so.
and I understand that, and I know universities are historically low on the pay scales, but still, that seems low to me. I mean, my point is, I guess, at some level, is that these guys got to really love what they do.
They do. Teachers are. I mean, they're the heart and soul of every community, and I wouldn't be where I am without my teachers. I don't know about you, but
Yep, absolutely. Tim, I think we're out of time.
Okay. Up next, it's a fast 5-4 panelists, 5 topics, and 6 minutes. Stay with us here on the Flip Side.